Welcome, in TF,
We Judge. Today we have another guest today for our Who Hurt You series. He's a father, a husband, an oral maxillofacial pathologist, and had a drill past his brain. So let's welcome Dr. Deepak. Hi.
Hello everyone.
Is it accurate for us to say you got a drill past your brain, actually?
Yeah.
Okay, so today's topic we're going to be talking about parenting.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
First of all, let's get to know your children a bit more. Maybe you can tell us like how many children you have, describe them a bit.
Sure. I just have one daughter.
Mm.
Currently, she is studying in class 8
Mm-hmm.
at Masa University, MISKL,
International school.
So before she's here since 5 years. She's before this she has done all her studies in India.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
Just one.
Just one daughter.
Oh wow, she must be a very precious one.
Of course. Because of busy life schedule, no, we just have one child, and she's been pampered. I should say.
It's okay. We understand that usually fathers
All that
will.
love focus on one.
Yeah.
Exactly. So she also enjoys, and we also enjoy because there's only one adult and from both sides.
Yeah. So you just focus on one.
Exactly.
Okay. So she is probably in her approaching her teenage years.
At the border, at the junction of teenage and childhood. She's going through. I can see her. She's going through transformation from a child to woman. So this is the time we should be concentrating more on the development. Yeah.
Any challenge that you face from in this transition that you are moving? Any challenges?
Yeah, I mean, this is a phase where, based on my experience, children at this age are in doubts whether to listen to their parents more or to their own mind more.
Yeah.
So it takes spend a lot of time in tackling these issues. Even a small issue, they will have their own thoughts. So they want to follow that, and it takes quite some time, to convince her according to our needs. Sometimes we have to win, sometimes we have to make her win. So
Okay.
so we have to choose which one I will make her win, and
Yeah.
I will be winning. So
Very strategic.
Yeah, exactly. There is a lot of strategical role you have to play as a parent.
So there are things that you let her choose, but at the same time there are things that you will be the one choosing it for her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they should make we should make them feel they are also winning. Otherwise, it's very difficult to take work done from them.
Okay, I see. So she was at what age was she born? Like as in how old were you when she was born?
I was 30 when she was born.
Okay.
It was a good age.
Yeah.
So is there like, do you feel like you're unprepared for her, or
How was receiving your first child like?
first and only child?
We had to change our lifestyle a bit because we had to move to a campus. So that because we used to work in a different place where we did not have support from our parents. It's not that we just leave my child and we go to work and our parents will look after my child. So we used to work in a different state back in India when she was born, and so we had to move back to the campus, change the lifestyle until she started going to school. So definitely we have sacrificed a lot for for my daughter. Because she's the only one, so we had to do that.
So I would say when she's coming upon, like, for example, some challenges, how do you go around with it with her? Do you like guide her to it, or do you personally help her, or you just let her figure out?
If you, if I have to look back at how I have been guiding my daughter is initially it's all under my care because we had divided our work, So looking after the house was my wife, and looking after the daughter was me.
Wow.
I used to take care of her, and that period, first 5 years, 4 years, most of the education was given by me. Whether it's even small rhymes or whatever it is, I used to train her, whatever it is, spend more time, take her for a walk, so that everything is neat and clean in the house by So then when I had to move to Malaysia, so and my wife had to do PhD in another place, so that is the time where I got some disconnection from my daughter. And that I had to pay a heavy price, because after we all came back together. It was only for 2 years, but it took another 2 years to bring back my value. So they change, it depends on the atmosphere in which they are in. You can't assume that after 2 years they will be the same what they were when you left. No, so I think that is the only thing I repent, because I didn't want to discontinue my association with my daughter. I still repent for that, but we had to do that for our career, and things like that. So it takes time once you to catch back your reputation or your connection with your daughter if there was a discontinuation. So now she's back to my control. So I can't say my control, but I'm able to manage her. That is the thing. When they're really kids, children, you can control them if you use the right way. You don't have to keep scolding. That is the thing. Without that, you can control if you know. But now, since she's growing as a teenager, it's a different system. I need to learn. So my learning of medical education over the last few years has I've applied those principles to teach my daughter. It has helped actually. It has helped.
Do you have a scenario of that? A good example of the situation.
Good example of that situation is, for example, if I want to change the way she responds, the tone in which she responds to particular things, I wanted to change that. It doesn't look like conversation; it looks like a argument or quarrel. No, so how to teach her that? It's how you educate good children, whether it's in college or in the house. So some methods I've learned during my master's program, I try to implement, and I have been successful. So I'm able to convince her that through those giving examples, whatever methods I used were helping me to teach her what I want to teach actually. So a lot of efforts because you have only one daughter, and so has got both advantages and disadvantages. Because you have only one, you want the daughter or son to be specific, and you have nobody else to, okay, this is first one is not following, second one we can't think like that, so it may be taxing for kids actually. But there has to be a balance between what you teach and how much you can teach.
Yes.
If it is too much, it will go in the wrong way.
They become less dependent on
yes.
thought process.
So going on.
So, you were mentioning like you were able to keep her back into quote unquote control.
Yeah.
So this is just a random question. Who is she more scared of, or like who does she listens to more?
Actually,
Does she have one specific parent that she's more afraid of, or?
yeah, she is more afraid of her mother.
Okay.
She's scared of her mother also, and that is the problem, no? So if I want to teach something, I'm not considered serious.
Yeah.
So you have to do a lot of put in a lot of efforts to make sure that you have been listened to and your instructions are followed, because I'm taken more lightly. So
If she doesn't listen, do you go like, I need to turn to my wife to help me defend?
yes, I do that.
Oh, okay.
I do that. If things doesn't go as per my instructions, I will make sure that the same instructions come through mother, so that it is listened.
So both of you is moving in the same direction, instead of one is saying yes, the other one is saying no.
Yeah. A few things still continue the same, even though some domestic duties is still monitored by mother, and duties on the child is more by me. But sometimes I have to take help of my wife.
You need to get some assistance as well. Yeah. So you started taking care of her when she was a baby until most of the time you were taking care of her.
I just lost 2 years in the middle.
So how did you feel actually, like, did you have any challenge? Because number one, she's a daughter, she might have been like a lot more different from boys, right? As how you would have grown up to. Like what challenges like do you have to, go around?
Actually, to be very honest, I didn't face so many challenges actually, because mom is very strict, and she has to listen to her mom. So me being more liberal, it was easier for her to get convinced by my things, and I mean, because of this, one being very strong and one being little lenient, so it actually helped, and because of our lifestyle, both of us are working, so somehow she used to understand, and we didn't have really great difficulty in bringing her up actually.
Do you feel she feels a bit alone sometimes when there's no one?
Yeah, especially after COVID, I realized she's alone, because she can't go out, can't meet friends, she has to be alone, and we are busy at home. In fact, you're more busy at home because of COVID. Even though we were at home, we were all in one different rooms doing our duties, things like that. But I used to feel bad. I did feel bad.
But you do try to spend as much.
But it's not in our control, so.
Yes. Whatever chance you have to try that.
Exactly.
So now she's near teenage years, right?
Yes.
How do you feel seeing her grow up? Was it like, wow, I didn't imagine. I feel like yesterday you was just a baby in my arms.
Exactly.
And now you are already like, being a teenager.
Exactly. I can see her, she wants to be independent already. So I keep reminding her, you're still a child to me. Until you go out of the house, you still have to remember. Listen to me, So I've given a timeline, until you are 18 years old, you are bound to listen to me, after that, I will give you freedom to do whatever you want. Some treaty is going on. So
it's like, it's a deal, okay? You listen to me until this age, then I will let you off.
Exactly.
Give and take.
So I keep giving her pleasure by saying that only 5 more years.
Why is this like a loan thing? Pay off your debt.
Exactly. So that helps actually.
But then if you think about it, when she's 18 already, she'll probably feel like 5 years ago was.
No, I'm not sure I'm going to follow that. I'm just giving making her happy,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do feel like she's just growing up very fast
Yes,
already.
very fast, very fast.
Do you miss her more when she was a child?
Of course.
Always daddy's girl.
Exactly. I feel that was the best time. Yeah.
But you do have every time of every stage of her life you were in it as well.
Of course. I missed one stage which I spent just beginning to go to school where we were not in the same place. But otherwise, mostly I didn't let her go study somewhere else. I made sure that she studies with us. Either one of the parent has to be with the kids. I made sure at least mother is there, so that's okay.
I see. So if your daughter is listening to this, like maybe 5 years later, or what would you want to tell her?
I mean, she tell her about now, is it?
Do you have anything to tell future her?
Future. Yeah, I mean, she might feel now, being parents keep telling giving instructions for every small thing. She might feel bad, but I strongly believe she will realize the importance of all these things. Maybe not now.
Yeah.
Maybe after a few years she will realize, or maybe when she has kids, or she will definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Then some last words that you have for maybe parents to be, or parents who have children transitioning into teenage years.
Yeah.
Any advice?
My advice is, there are two things. When there are different ways of teaching your child what they're supposed to, and there is a lot of things which parents have to teach.
Yeah.
You can't depend everything on teachers.
Yep.
Yeah, because to be very honest, I always feel what the students have to learn. It's not been taught in the school.
Yeah.
So definitely there is a greater role of parents, and they have to realize and at least make an attempt to fulfill that as their role as the parents, not just giving them what they want, like books or clothes or things to play or whatever. That's not only our duties, but also if tomorrow if you're not there, how they'll lead their life without parents, they have to learn that. That's very important. This is my latest feeling, which I'm going through. But that's what the parents' responsibility does matter a lot. How they come up, because they tend to follow parents blindly. Actually.
Okay.
I like how you describe, if I weren't there tomorrow, how will my child continue? I think that's a good mindset to go with.
Yes.
So that, I guess we can wrap it up.
Yes.
And thank you guys for listening, and today's episode with Dr. Deepak. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And NTF.
We judge.